How's it going, YouTube? I go by Lumberjack on the internet, and recently I hit level 100 in Apex Legends, and I've noticed how my Battle Royale playstyle has changed. I've gotten significantly better at winning in Apex Legends. I used to get around 1 win a night when I started having a full queue with my friends and full communication. But now, sadly, schedules have been shifting and the love of Apex is lost for some. So I've been doing a lot of solo queues. I very much enjoyed this game, so I was able to put up with it. And over time, I found that every group I match up with has their weak points and that most teams will just go with the flow. What I mean by that is whoever calls the shots usually just gets followed. And now I found myself getting 2 or 3 wins a night at least while solo queuing. Now I see a lot of these videos on YouTube and ended up clicking on a few after my rage quit moments of playing the game, but all these videos on how to win just talk about practicing aim. And I'm not going to talk about that because sometimes aim isn't the problem. Like, I'd say I have well above average aim and I still lose quite a bit. The real reason we lose so much as an average player is less focus on our ability to aim and almost entirely on strategy and the situations we put ourselves in. So today I'm going to be giving out the 5 fundamentals I've found for every team to follow in order to win much more frequently. I'm going to be ranking this from least important to most important, so if the first 2 or so seem redundant to you, stick around or just skip ahead. So number 1 is really important, but it's more obvious, and that is remember to heal. I see a lot of gunfights happen where my teammates take cover and peek till the enemy dies or they die. Now, I'm not saying this is a good time to be fully healing, but if your shield's down and you have half health, regardless of what the enemy has for health, you should be taking the time and taking a shield battery. If you have the enemy at 1 shot and he has you at 2, you're not really at much of an advantage, and that's what the game's about, having that advantage. Number 2, find better cover. So you're being shot at and you run to this massive rock and find yourself safe. I'm willing to say that you're probably not. Especially if your team isn't with you behind that rock, it takes nothing for one enemy to get around cover and kill you. You gotta always be on the move. Just watch how people play Apex. You'll see that the large majority of the teams have at least one player who pushes cover, if not all of them. And obviously they can't push your cover if you keep switching it. And eventually they just might find themselves without cover getting to you, and that's the time you want to fight them. Number 3, I'd say, is the key to me hitting level 100 while mostly playing solo, and that is to not give up. There's going to be a lot of difficult matches and a lot of games where your teammates just drop hot and don't have the aim for it. I've been in a lot of situations where I'll have 5 or so kills in Skulltown and lose before my team even hits a shot, and that's just how it is. A lot of people want to be the next pro player and think that playing exactly like them is the key to winning with 20 plus kills, but the reality is you just got to start with the basics. Number 4 is don't pick bridges. Well, not exactly, but number 4 is to drop late and drop where there's 1 or 2 teams, or even 0 if you don't feel like your aim is up to par to kill with whatever gun you find first. That's okay. I say don't pick bridges because it seems like a lot of people drop there to play slow, and you end up with 4 or 5 teams landing there with barely enough loot for 1 team. It's chaos and it's frustrating. And lastly, we got number 5, which is pick your fights. This is by far the most important one on the list, and it's the most important because literally no one does this. It doesn't matter what character you use, you all have abilities to leave gunfights. If you pushed a team and it's not going well, run. If a team pushes you and you're not in a good position to fight, just run away. I can't even begin to tell you how important this is. I've been winning so much more, and I'll say at least once per game, I'll say to my team, we can't fight this, guys, let's run away. And as simple as that, we survive, we heal, and we continue the game. And sometimes you'll even see the enemy team that was trying to kill you gets killed because they're making too much noise fighting you, letting you play the rest of the game without worrying about them. Yes, you won't have those sweet games with 15 kills, but you'll get more wins and more XP. And if you're on YouTube looking at guides on how to win, I'm sure you're okay with winning without the kills. And to help with number 5, I highly recommend doing this trick. Wrangle up 2 friends of yours if you can, and land solo and survive as long as possible without being near them. This makes great practice on how to run from bad positioning. Me and my friends turned it into a game where we go for the longest time survived and every kill adds a minute to your time. This makes for a great time after being bored of the regular battle royale. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed the video, please click the like button. Getting some mixed reviews in the last video, but that's okay. You guys are still awesome. So thanks to those who liked the video, and thanks to the new subscribers. I'll try harder to bring my quality up to par for those who don't like it. Let me know how my editing is. I've been trying to find my own style, but I don't know how well it's doing. I personally like it, but if you guys don't, that's more important. At the time of recording this, I'm at 42 subscribers, which to me is unbelievable. You all are awesome people, and I'm going to be doing a gaming setup tour at 50 subscribers, so stay tuned for that. Only 8 more to go, and I'll see you next Sunday. This is Lumberjack, and this is Lumberjack logging off.